my mama, we get busy. Plug, pull up with the pack and I ain't even bust it down. Couple minutes on my phone, I promise I'm gon' get it gone. I stay solid, I get caught, I'm fighting till they sit me down. You get caught, you singing like a nigga in the studio. Brody sold the whip for 1,000 cause we just slid in it. I really make a house call, fuck if your kids in it. Been through some shit, that's why my heart too froze. You ain't living what you rapping in a studio. You get your noodle blown, fucking with the opposition. My brother making decisions on anybody that's dissing. With the quickness, I'ma make a decision, I'm on a mission. You tripping, thinking we missing, I'm shooting up with precision. Red beam on the barrel to give myself some assistance. My brother come through like sniper, he knock you off from a distance. Big foe with no foe, I'm balling just like a piston. We get the... Damn, heard it's another man down in my city, Brody Chopper got a red dot and some titties, I ain't with the drama. I'm just tryna touch a milli, I'm a addy dropper. Cause on my mama we get busy. It's another man down in my city, Brody Chopper got a red dot and some titties, I ain't with the drama. I'm just tryna touch a milli, I'm a addy dropper. Cause on my mama we get busy. Plug, pull up with the pack and I ain't even bust it down. Couple minutes on my phone, I promise I'm gon' get it gone. I stay solid, I get caught, I'm fighting till they sit me down. You get caught, you singing like a nigga in the studio. Brody sold the whip for 1,000 cause we just slid in it. I really make a house call, fuck if your kids in it. Been through some shit, that's why my heart too froze. You ain't living what you rapping in a studio. You get your noodle blown, fucking with the opposition. My brother making decisions on anybody that's dissing. With the quickness, I'ma make a decision, I'm on a mission. You tripping, thinking we missing, I'm shooting up with precision. Red beam on the barrel to give myself some assistance. My brother come through like sniper, he knock you off from a distance. Big foe with no foe, I'm balling just like a piston. We get the... Damn, heard it's another man down in my city, Brody Chopper got a red dot and some titties, I ain't with the drama. I'm just tryna touch a milli, I'm a addy dropper. Cause on my mama we get busy. It's another man down in my city, Brody Chopper got a red dot and some titties, I ain't with the drama. I'm just tryna touch a milli, I'm a addy dropper. Cause on my mama we get busy. Plug, pull up with the pack and I ain't even bust it down. Couple minutes on my phone, I promise I'm gon' get it gone. I stay solid, I get caught, I'm fighting till they sit me down. You get caught, you singing like a nigga in the studio. Brody sold the whip for 1,000 cause we just slid in it. I really make a house call, fuck if your kids in it. Been through some shit, that's why my heart too froze. You ain't living what you rapping in a studio. You get your noodle blown, fucking with the opposition. My brother making decisions on anybody that's dissing. With the quickness, I'ma make a decision, I'm on a mission. You tripping, thinking we missing, I'm shooting up with precision. Red beam on the barrel to give myself some assistance. My brother come through like sniper, he knock you off from a distance. Big foe with no foe.
El Nino Podcast. I'm Eladio Nino, and this is Real Everyday People. So what up, though? What up, though? What up, though? Everybody, what's going on? Talk to me. I talk back. First of all, big shout out, man, to my man Brian Ruiz from Legal Aliens Podcast. Hooked me up, and me and my brother with the tickets to go to Masonic Temple. We seen Ralph Barbosa and what's his name? Renee Vaca. You know what I'm saying? Great show, man. Was funny. Had a great time. You know what I'm saying? That's one of my favorite things to do in life is laugh, man. You know, laughter brings me joy. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I just love to see the city, man. You know what I'm saying? Like doing so good, and you know there were no problems, no violence, no none of that shit. They just had a 4-2 Doug show there. You know what I'm saying? I heard that bitch was off the hook. You know what I mean? So you know, let's keep it up, Detroit. But man, I got two guests here, man. I've been trying to get these brothers on for a minute, man. Solid brothers, good brothers, man. I've known them for some years now, and I got much love for them, much respect for them, man. Solid brothers from the east side. We got my man Pierre, and we got my man Ray Winans, man. What's happening, bro?
What's going on?
That's right. No doubt, man. It's definitely an honor and a pleasure to have you brothers here. I can't wait for everybody to see you and hear you guys' story, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you guys are dope, man. Just in the time that I've known you guys and, you know, watching you guys work, bro, is just, you know, everybody can't do what you do, man, at the end of the day, you know?
No, that's real shit. That's respect, bro.
Yup, no doubt about it, man. So what's been going on with you brothers, man? What's been happening? Last time I seen y'all, we was at the barbecue at the juvenile detention facility. Yeah. You was on the grill whipping up, you know what I'm saying? Brought the whole team with you, you know?
I'm about to kick P ass, though.
Why you gonna do that, bro?
I don't know, just because.
It's a non-violent podcast.
We pushing peace on the podcast. All right, Eladio, you got us here for pushing peace, man. No, real shit, though, man. We've been really just been chilling, man. Just beating our own drum, man, dancing to our own tunes, man. You know, I mean, just like we encourage everybody else to do.
Ain't
know?
nothing like it, bro. Ain't nothing like, bro. Ever since I've been home, bro, I've been marching to the beat of my own drum.
Yeah,
bro.
you better.
And that shit feel good. You know what I'm saying?
You better.
Most importantly, keeping a positive mindset, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just growing up, bro. I always been in the system. You know what I'm saying? It's because I didn't know how to act right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I was raised by a village of wolves, so yeah, I was a wolf too. But I learned how to be civilized. You know what I'm saying? I learned how to be responsible, make some good decisions. So now I don't need nobody on my ass no more. You know?
But you know what though, man? I remember, man. I heard a quote. It say, "How can one become a wise man unless they was once a young fool?"
That's right.
Right, and so like even in a young,
Yes, sir.
in our young foolish ages, man, right? Like if we ain't go through the shit that we went through, man, as young fools and experience the young foolishness, then we wouldn't be where we at today.
100%.
For the youth who
100%.
actually need this shit, though. You know what I mean?
100%.
Because like
bro.
we was just talking about JDF, you know, and like when you think about it, like we ain't had nobody on the block. Like, bro, y'all chill the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? A serving example was like shit. So for me, it was just like I tell my mom all the time, because she's like, I needed a you in your life. And I'm like, nah, that's why I had to go through that shit.
That's what I was just about to say. Like, so do you all think that the experience that y'all went through was necessary?
You know, at the time, you just suffering, and the shit don't make sense. And you look at that guy like, why me? Why I gotta go through this shit? You know what I'm saying? And here it is. I'm 46 years old, and everything makes sense to me now. You know what I'm saying? All the suffering that I endured was for a reason. It's got purpose. Now there's purpose to the pain. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now it's like we the ones that qualify. You know what I'm saying? For certain positions
that's
and
real.
jobs and opportunities. You know what I'm saying?
No, let me tell you what's insane though, bro. On some real 100 shit, like I never looked at it like it was suffering, even in the midst of my madness.
Damn.
I was my dumb ass look because I was a young fool, so I'm thinking this is what
This is
gangsters
it.
go through. Like
Yeah,
this
for
is
sure.
what,
It's
and
the
like
life.
it's the life, and so you know what come when we going through it. We thinking this shit hype. We thinking this shit fun. You building your
For
brand.
sure.
You building your credibility.
Yes, sir.
You like, yeah, man. When I get, because I look at some of the young guys now, and I be like, bro, like, no. When I did my juvenile bit, I'm like, let me get back to my homeboys. After I said it, man, I ain't fucking with them, right? So I get the foolishness. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. Like, so no.
And not only that, it's not just the suffering that I endured, but the suffering my family had to endure because of the shit I put them through.
yet.
You know what I'm saying?
Now
Like
that
when
right
I
there
first
is
went to
suffering,
juvenile, I
yes.
was 15 years old. I got caught with 15 guns in the house. You know what I'm saying? My mom had a heart attack damn near. She had to go to the hospital and everything. And I was just living at 15 years old. I was living that kind of life. I was a gang member for the majority of my life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's what I grew up around. You know what I mean? So I thought everybody lived that way, honestly. And my family, shit, they got money and they love to snort powder and drink and smoke weed, and that's how they live. So I felt right in with everything else, and I thought it was normal. Right. You know what I'm saying? And then just going through the system, I'm just like you said, shit. This is the shit the gangsters got to go through. It is what it is. I wear that shit like a badge of honor. I kill you, you kill me. I go to the joint. However this shit go, I'm standing on all 10. You know what I'm saying? And then it's not till later on in life you like, God damn, I got to get my shit together because this ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers don't understand the reality of going to prison, leaving your family. They suffer. I mean, bro, my brothers, my mom, they used to have to sleep on the floors and shit because my house was getting cocktail bomb raided, shot up. Like that's the kind of shit I was putting my family through.
No, real shit.
That just made me think about a situation like when my crib had got hit, right? And I remember the police was walking, the feds was actually walking my grandma. She bare feet on the sidewalk. They walking her to the police car. And it just made me think like, damn, like this lady done, you know what I'm saying, work, went to school, made sure we had a good life. There's no reason she should be out here in handcuffs walking bare feet to a police car because of my actions, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I just think like when we out here moving and doing what we doing, we should sometimes step back and just consider others. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, how it may affect them, bro.
But when you out here doing the devil's work, though, P, you got to keep in mind, man, the devil has no mercy, right? So when you out here and like the devil come to steal, kill, and destroy, and you destroying community, at what point who do you give mercy to? right? Like you don't even have that type of conscience, right? When you're on the devil's payroll, right? Because you done chose a side, right? And it's so dishonorable that you can't even operate from a moral compass based off you doing right and wrong. You operate from a survival compass.
Survival,
right?
yes, sir.
And so like I'm on devil time right now. You know what I'm saying? And being on devil time, I gotta steal, kill, and destroy.
For sure.
So who do you get an empathy to? Who do you take a step back? Who do you take a step back? What makes you take a step back and reflect? And who is that important to you when you off into the devil's work that they worthy of you taking a step back to and reflect and say, damn, I'm doing them wrong?
You say who was important to you?
Yeah, who that important, right? Like we were asking real questions because if that's the case, we won't do the shit. Because we think about them before we do the shit. You know what I'm saying?
But not only that, we was doing all this shit and still going to church every Sunday and praying for forgiveness and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it was
My
like,
mama used to pinch my ass going to church because I used to be falling asleep in that motherfucker. She used to be like, boy, if you don't get your ass up and take me to the bathroom, whoop my ass.
but you know, with Catholics, it's like you do what you do and then you go repent. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And you be forgiven. You know,
So it's
or
no
whatever.
real like eternal work or what they say, where you really working on yourself. For real.
I
Like
mean,
you say, you just do what you do and then you just go.
you just do what you know, what they showed you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us were indoctrinated since childhood. I've been around drugs, guns, violence since I was a child, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I think you learn to survive based off the people who lose their lives and lose their freedoms around you. So it's like, damn, they did that. Like, damn, they dumb. Or they did that. Or you were like, damn, how you get caught for that? And then you find out, you're like, I know not to make them mistakes. So in your mind, in your criminal mind, bro, you really thinking that you smarter than them fucking people, bro.
This is what I came to the conclusion of. All the biggest and the best of them, from YBI to El Chapo to BMF to motherfucking, the biggest and the best. And they either dead or in prison or somebody folded, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's going to be the outcome forever. Oh, I don't care how much money you got. El Chapo got more money than anybody in the world, and he's in the joint.
But I'm going to hit you with this, though, right? Because I hit P in them with this shit. I always hit the youngsters with this. Tell me who invented the street code. Tell me what gangsters invented the street code and the rules to the game.
How do you win?
Right?
Shit.
Who invented it?
Shit, this shit got to come back from the Hebrews and shit, bro.
Right, but that's what I'm
they
saying.
had they streets, you know.
Right,
what
but
I'm saying?
nobody can really pinpoint it, right? And I tell
Yeah.
P this shit all the time. Motherfuckers make the rules of the game up to suit them, right? It's like whatever I feel like. So you be like, dog did some whole shit. Somebody else be like, man, that was some real shit. Somebody else might be like, that was some sucker shit. Somebody else might be like, dog, I understand it, but I wouldn't have did it, right?
Niggas feel like that nigga stood on business.
Right, exactly. Some motherfuckers like, so like, and I just use this for example. A woman, she steal $50,000 from a guy. Dude go kill her brother, kill her, and shoot her mama. They be like, dog stood on business. But like, man, that was like, somebody else might be like, that was some whole shit. Somebody else like, man, that woman, you know what I'm saying? So like, depending on, right? So I tell P, the rules of the game is made up for convenience of whoever decide they want to be convenienced at that moment. Right?
Absolutely.
I tell P this all the time. I say, listen, bro, I was taught, man, and P, I've been blessed to have this guy, right? But my grandmother and them gave me the rules of the game at a young age. Like yourself, I grew up in this shit. He know more about me than any other human being, man.
Wow.
Right? And so, like, he done seen shit, man, that, like, if I told motherfuckers, they be like, man, dog, lying, right? That's how deep the shit get, right? Because I don't never tell my side of the story. I never want to. I don't give a fuck about my side of the story, right? But with that being said, though, bro, growing up, my grandmother and my grandfather gave me the rules. These my grandparents. My grandfather used to always tell me, snitching is a part of the game. Killing is a part of the game. Robbing is a part of the game. So he'd tell me all this shit that was a part of the game. He say, this is the part of the game that we choose not to play in. This is the part of the game we choose not to play in. But you got to know, if you out here playing this game, this shit come with that game. That's why you can't sell no gun to a motherfucker you don't know. They'll fuck around and rob you and kill you. That's why you don't sell drugs to a motherfucker you don't know. It could be the police, right? That's why when dog catch a case, you just fall all the way back from him, right? Regardless to how much of your man's, right? But even in that, right? Even in that, Eladio, I knew at a young age that, damn, this is part of the game. right?
Absolutely.
So
All
there's
of
no
it.
rules
All
to
of
the
it.
game. Your man's going to take your baby, your son mama, some diapers while you locked up, and then next thing you know, she done got her number changed and dog in your house, right? Like that's part of the game. You can't be mad when you pick up the phone, the sport coat in the background, talking about get off the phone, and you're like, who the fuck is that nigga? That's my new nigga.
Yup.
All that shit is a part of the game.
And it might be your homeboy, huh?
9 times out of 10, it's gonna be your homeboy because your homeboy's the only one get close to your bitch.
Yeah, for real.
Who else gonna get close to her?
Yup, definitely. 100%.
Under the
bro.
pretense of being high bread doing. That's why I tell all the guys, think about it. All the guys that's in jail, who do I deal with any of their ladies?
Nope.
I deal with their mamas. Your bitch can't come and say nothing to me, bro. I'd never be the homeboy that she ever act like or even it ain't gonna be no miscommunication because I ain't dealing with her.
Yup, that's right. That's right. But it's because you grown now. You seen shit. You been through shit.
Been through it, dog.
You know how the shit go. You know what
Shit
I mean?
real.
Yeah, I learned because shit, I lost everything. You never know what you got till you ain't got it no more. You know what I'm saying? They ain't just take my socks, my drawers, and my freedom, nigga. They took my name. They took everything. They took my name and gave me a number.
For
You
real.
know what I'm saying?
9325192.
Mine's 407-555, bro. For real. I'll never forget
You'll
that
never forget that shit,
motherfucker,
right?
You know? For real.
Like that shit insane, man.
And that motherfucker sticking with you the whole bit.
For the whole bit because
Yeah,
that become your name.
Forever.
Right? When you're on the yard, they 325-192, report to
Yes,
quartermaster,
sir.
whatever. I told P this shit, right? So you did time in the hole.
Plenty of time.
Look,
Too much time. at
Listen,
all.
I always tell P this shit. I say, P, they sent me to the hole one time. Because I had, you remember they like you only can have like 5 pair of socks, 5 pair of drawers, 5 t-shirts,
Yeah.
right? I'm a clean nigga, right? So I
Yeah.
like socks, drawers, and t-shirts, right? You ain't gonna never deny me that shit, right? My goofy ass in the joint, I got the plug at the quartermaster. I'm buying
Yes,
more
sir.
socks, drawers, t-shirts, and shit. They rape because they like, man, this motherfucker just moving too smooth. He got to be up to something.
Yes, sir.
They raid my cell out of yo. True story, man. They find nothing but socks, drawers, and t-shirts.
Yes, sir.
They say, you know what? This motherfucker got all these brand new socks, drawers, and t-shirts. He must be got something going on. Take this shit and take his ass to that hole. They take me there. They come and take the shit. They take me to the hole. I'm in a hole for one day. While I'm in a hole, I'm like, this shit just don't make no sense. I'm like, why the fuck am I locked up and locked down?
Yeah.
Never been to the hole after that.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
You know what I did? I made sure that I followed the rules. And
Yes,
for
sir.
a dirty motherfucker, I'd be like, bruh, let me pay you a commissary to keep the extra socks, drawers, and my t-shirts and your shit.
Yeah. Hell
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, for sure.
So that just made me think of a question to ask y'all, because I ain't never been to the joint, right? What
That's
was like,
good.
what was like y'all, what the fuck moment were like the most traumatizing when y'all first rolled in?
Quarantine.
Quarantine?
Definitely quarantine.
Quarantine.
Why you say quarantine, bro?
No, I
Bro,
fucked
because
up.
when I walk through, because I'm coming from the county, and I get to this motherfucker, and you don't know what to expect, right? You don't know what to expect, and I come, and when they, man, the most suckerish shit ever, man. Strip, open your mouth, bend over, squat, pull your feet up, and I'm like, bro, this some hoe ass shit, right? That shit was traumatizing. I ain't never seen my own ass.
Right.
Now I got another man I'm like, bro, this shit just different, right? Then when they put me on them motherfucking state blues, right? And the socks and shit, and give you your roll up. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Right? And I'm like, and they like, you gotta go straight to the galleries. And I walk through the motherfucking galleries,
Yes,
bro.
sir.
And you can't see nobody. All you see is just up all around nothing but cages.
Damn.
Right? But motherfuckers can see out. And I just hear motherfuckers say, hey, Red. Before I heard a motherfucker say Red, I'm like, what the fuck did I just get myself into?
How many levels up is it, right?
7.
7, okay.
Right? But I'm talking about PD's cages. Long ass cages. Like a dog kennel. A big ass, like it's a big ass animal cage. And each cell is no privacy. So
It's bars.
It's bars, literally, right?
Okay,
And
so ain't none of that dope shit.
no, hell no. Those
Those are correctional
Right.
facilities. That Jackson was a prison.
Right.
There's a difference between prison and correctional facility. Prisons got bars. Correctional facilities got doors.
Right.
Okay.
So that man, and then you hear, and they like it's time to go and eat. Child.
Everybody got to step
And
out.
then everybody stepping out their cells and shit. And I'm like, man, and then motherfuckers trying to, hey man, you got some stamps? You want some stamps? You want? And I'm like, bro, I don't want shit. Like, bro, let's get this started. I'm not one of them, right? Like, I don't want shit. I don't need shit. I'm straight, right? But coming into that shit though, man, that was the most traumatic experience for me. What about you, bro?
Man, same thing, bro. I'm same as you. I came in that bitch and I was like, man, I fucked up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, they closed that cell at night, nigga. I was boo-hooing like a motherfucker. Like, man, I fucked up, man.
But here's the kicker, though. When did you get comfortable?
Was it a year
Shit.
in, 2 years in?
So I had already had a year in because I told you guys I went to prison before I got hit with the murder case. So I was in there for about a year. I was only supposed to do 2 years. And once I got back from sentencing, I was at Ryan Road, bro. And the same week that I got back from sentencing, I ended up getting into a fight, bro. And right after that, bro, I got transferred to Lapeer. And once I realized, like, I'm about to spend some time in this bitch. This is no longer like a visit because I was trying to be on my best behavior when I only had 2 years. You know what I'm saying? I had to do 2 flat anyway. I didn't have to do no tail or nothing. But still, you know, I was in a level 1 and shit. But I was like, well, now this is my home, bro. So I'm gonna have to get it how I live in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like however this shit go, I'm with the shit. You know?
Want me to tell you what my goofy ass did, bro?
What'd you do?
I got comfortable in 2 days. 2 days. 2 days I got comfortable. Here's how I got comfortable, bro.
Damn.
Real shit. My goofy ass, we go to Chow. See a couple of the guys. These motherfuckers red, man, we kicking it. Man, now I'm like, shit, I can't wait till the next Chow time. Right? Because now it's social skills. Right? I got some man, so now after the second day, I understand what this shit is.
Yeah.
But here's what blew me. Leaving quarantine in 2000, I gotta go. We was one of the first groups that opened up St. Louis level 4.
Oh shit. Okay.
So they take me straight from quarantine to level 4, right?
Yeah.
I go to St. Louis, but here's how my bit went though, Ladio. I go from quarantine to level 4. Level 4 is better than quarantine to me. So here's what made my bit a little bit easier than most.
Mm-hmm.
I go to level 4. By the time I leave level 4, it's better than quarantine. When I get to level 4, it's better than quarantine. We got TVs, right? We got 3, I got small yard, big yard, day room, right? Cool, I'm good.
Yep.
I leave level 4 and go to Saginaw. Level 2. From Saginaw level 2, it's better than level 4.
Yeah, absolutely. You got more freedom.
Right? I got more freedom. I go from level 2 to the Jackson parole camp. Get sent to the hole for the t-shirts and shit at the parole camp. Get sent up north to Straits to Kinross. That's when the shit hit the fan. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, okay, y'all bitches take me across Mackinac Bridge.
Oh yeah, that's
right.
Man, I've been there too many times.
Right, and so, but from there back to the parole camp. But my whole bit was, because I always tell P, I say, man, for me, it was, and I tell the young boys in the juvenile facility, what's the rules to the penitentiary, P?
Stay off the don't no gambling. Stay off the hoop court. Stay out of sissy business. No game
Yes,
banging.
all that.
And no game bang. And I said, you'll make it through your bit. I never one time joined a religious group. None of that shit. I ain't never been on boy
They
time.
operate like gangs.
Right,
You
they
know what
is
I'm saying?
gangs.
Yeah, for real.
I never been on no boy
You
time.
fuck with one of them, they get on your ass.
I wasn't on no gang time.
Yeah.
And I getting mad. I never paid attention to sissy's business.
Mm-hmm.
I never had an issue on the joint.
Damn, that's the shit.
So if you
That's
stay away
good.
from them 4 or 5 things, your
Man,
bid
listen,
go smooth.
bro. It's
Especially gambling,
man,
bro.
gambling, man. Because you see
dog.
niggas gambling on
Man,
ass.
These niggas are wolves in that bitch.
Bro.
They predatorial. They looking for any and every opportunity. They just sex, it's money, it's everything. You know, bro. I sold 2 motherfuckers in prison, bro. Literally, just sold them to a motherfucker for $300 bag of groceries, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nigga used to pay rent. We used to do that to the pedophiles and shit. You know what I'm saying? Had a motherfucker paying every store. He give me a $50 list. You know what I'm saying? That's so it's like $100 a month. But dog was like, man, I like that motherfucker you with, man. I need that motherfucker. I'm like, shit. He like, man, I got 300 for you right now. I said, don't even worry about it. I'm about to bring dog right to you. And he's like, what's going on? I was like, that he gonna take care of you, bro. You with him now. He sent me my bag of groceries, and that's just how it worked, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, niggas was
It's
doing
real life,
human trafficking in prison, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy,
P,
bro.
I'm telling you, I didn't say,
Trafficking
listen.
in prison.
And that's why I say,
God.
and see, like how bro said he was in, I used to sit back and watch niggas do this type of shit, right? Like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, bro, like this little young nigga about to put himself in the blender, right? And you see it coming. You see it coming. Because nigga gonna violate the rules. Nigga gonna violate them rules that you know gonna get your ass twisted. Then I done seen the cowardice side of shit. Like, bro, like, hold on. If dog just stole from dog, now they over here blind. I say, man, this shit, they about to put dude in the blender. Because it's a survival of the fittest. Right? And for me, it's like, move accordingly. Move by yourself, but know what the fuck is going on. Right? And just stick to your own, right? So even when I tell you, like, man, listen, I'm working in the kitchen, Ladio. I got the coldest job.
Yes, sir.
Bro, I got the coldest job.
Eating good,
making shit happen, right? And I'm pushing that shit out the kitchen, right? This is my hustle. But I never had a problem because all I did, man, I know chicken day and burger day. I'm level 1, right? They know dog gonna get it. Dog getting that, man. Listen, I'm telling us that, man. I'm cooking extra chicken today. Bundles of that shit. Give me the saran wrap. Wrapping that shit up like it's in the streets, right? But I didn't know that I was being institutionalized. Right? How the fuck? Think about this shit, bro. When you unpack this shit, what type of nigga actually gonna go to prison, work in the kitchen, and then wrap up hamburgers and chicken, have motherfuckers smuggling that shit for you in order for you to survive?
Yeah, that's
what
it
being
was.
Institutionalized. If I would have just went to prison and about all the rules, I would only went to jail one time in my life.
But hold on, though, bro. You say you had a job in prison, bro?
Yeah.
How much was you getting paid, bro?
Shit, I used to make like $21 a month.
$21 a month.
Yeah.
You was
that was good money though.
If you was making $34-35 a month, you had a good ass job.
Listen, 20.
But that's why they hustle. You making them. You getting $22 a month.
But listen,
when you getting them burgers and that chicken,
man, bro, I'm bringing in about maybe
$600-700
a month
and
off that shit.
We used to tell them red, white, green. Red, white, green is onions, peppers, and tomatoes.
Yep.
Let me get the red, white, green. That's $1 a pop.
And P. P, listen. Shit, I don't know. I don't keep up with that shit.
Yo.
I have no desire for it. Listen, I'm gonna tell you the other one though. I knew this. I never sold heroin, right? Because it carried too much time. I believe in getting myself into the shit I know I'm getting myself into, so I can get myself out this shit, right? Heroin, it carried too much time, right? I seen so many guys, and I know you have. You ever sold crack before?
I did, man.
So listen, I bet you this. It
was the worst experience in my life of hustling was selling crack, bro. I swear to God.
I tell him that shit too, man.
Right on Morel in Toledo, bro.
But you want me to tell you what? I bet you seen this. What? A motherfucker you sold crack to be the man in the joint.
Listen, bro. Let me share this story with you, real quick. So we left the county. It's a motherfucker sitting across from me. I'm talking about homeless, stinking, nasty, funky, look like the scum of the earth. Me, I'm sweet as hell. You know what I'm saying? Because they give you back your clothes. We get to Jackson. By the time we got dressed and showered and all that, the roles immediately changed. This dude was the man in prison. Islam Mo, by Islam Mo, everybody in that bitch was greeting bro. I'm the nobody in prison.
Facts.
I'm walking through this bitch like, what
Facts.
the fuck? And that roles played that quick, changed that quick,
Facts.
bro. This brother who was like nothing to nobody out here in the streets
was everything
was
to that
everything
nigga in the
in that motherfucker. They respected him, knew him, hugged him, embraced him,
gave
showed
him
love,
love
and everything. And now I'm the head motherfuckers looking at me. Who the fuck is this dude? You know what I'm saying?
That's the insane part about it.
That's some shit right there,
I tell
bro.
P all the time, man. I had an aunt, man, my favorite aunt. I apologize to her for selling crack to her. You know, like crack. It really fucked me and my family up. You know what I'm saying? That was like what I chose to sell. I left my mama house, man, and I seen at a young age what people would do for crack. When I seen what they do for crack, I knew that I could take this shit by storm. I'm like, shit, I'm 15 years old. I got this grown-ass man right here with this nice-ass car. He gonna let me rent his car for 2 of these crack rocks. I got this man right here that's gonna let me sell crack out his house for 3 rocks a day. I got this motherfucker over here that's gonna pay all they motherfucking bills, right, and then come and get credit for me for triple the amount if I wait 2 weeks. I got this motherfucker over here that's gonna sell me a bridge card for a hit. Like, it was so many dynamics and power that was destroying. And so for me, I looked at a lot of young people who parents were addicted to crack, right? And I feel bad because I'm like, damn, I don't know if I served your mama, right? I don't know if I took food off your plate. It was just so, crack really fucked our shit up.
So I got a question, right, for y'all. What is
It's like he interviewing us.
He is. That's what he do. He hijack shit. That's
want to
me.
know.
It's the Pierre podcast, baby.
But no, that's PP Inquisitive.
Yeah.
That's one thing about his
No,
young
that's
ass. He
cool.
gonna
I
ask
like
the
it.
questions.
Yeah, you gotta
That's
know,
how you get
man.
his information.
For sure. So like Ray and Ladio, what is like the drugs that's equivalent to crack now, bro?
Shit, nothing.
That y'all see, or ain't nothing out here.
Man, hell no, P. Even when you look at the
Like,
pills,
not the lean, not the
not
perks,
the
not-
man, not none of
not
that
the
shit, bro.
whippets, none
Like,
of that.
bro, none of that shit is
So
compared to
crack
that
was
crack.
really a different monster.
Bro, crack is a different monster, P. Listen to me, bro. Like, I operated crack houses, right? My crack house is all hit houses, meaning people come and smoke. You can't leave my house, and you can't come and buy. You got to come and smoke. So I had what was called hit houses. P, the shit motherfuckers do for that rock, bruh. The way motherfuckers respond to that crack rock, bruh. I done seen women get asshole naked, run, jump in the bushes, dog, talking about shit scratching them or itch, making them itch. I done seen guys, man, I mean, just do all, man, like, I done seen, that's why, like, even when these young guys be saying they tweaking, right? Back when we were selling crack, crackheads was the ones that was tweaking. You be like, man, they tweaking. They tweaking. That mean that they picking shit up off the ground. Like, right now, if we had somebody down here to smoke crack and we had like the white ceiling, like you could take a piece of paper, bruh, and ball it up real thin and drop it on the floor, and they'd jump down on that motherfucking dog and try to pick it up like it's a piece of crack.
Dang.
Listen, I told my cousin Mario I wanted to make some money. So my cousin Mario was the man back in Southwest, bro. Back in the days, he was top dog, bro. He had everything, the birds, the respect. You know what I'm saying? He was, tied into the Latin Council. He got indicted in 2003, right after I caught my murder case in 2002. And but I looked up to him. I wanted to be just like him, bro. You know what I'm saying? He was the man for real, bro. And this nigga, first he had me cleaning dog shit in his backyard. I said, bro, this ain't it, bro.
Right.
This not what the fuck I'm talking about. Like, I'm trying to make some motherfucking money. So this nigga puts me in a crack house over on Morel in Toledo, bro. The worst experience in my whole life of hustling, bro. I swear to God. So he's like, you need to bring a guy with you. I said, okay. I brought my nigga Skelly with me. He got Skelly hold the shotgun. You know what I'm saying? He said, anytime motherfucker come in this bitch, you make sure you got that motherfucker on him. I'm like, damn, bro, is that serious?
That's serious.
I'm talking about a $10 sale. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Nigga had to
serious.
get blow. He's like, no, you don't know these motherfuckers. And the money is so nasty, so dirty, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking they bring change. They bring money that look like they found that shit in the dirt.
Bro, for real.
Pulled it out their ass. You know what I'm saying?
No, literally.
And then I had
They
Mario.
keep it balled up.
Yes.
Like, it's crazy.
And then Mario's brother Lalo, he was an addict, and he's the one that used to go get all the people and bring them back.
He was the runner.
Yes,
I
but
use
this nigga
prostitution.
will always talk me, so I get 25 rocks. You know what I'm saying? 20 for cuz, 5 for me. You know what I'm saying? But it never worked out like that because Lalo always talked me out about my fucking profit.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And he wouldn't shut the fuck up about it. You know what I'm saying?
Like, look at what I'm doing for you, nephew. Look, I'm running the Clio, man.
Yeah.
Listen,
I'm like, nigga, you doing it for Mario. You ain't doing this shit for me, but he won't shut the fuck up. So I'm like, here, take it. Before you know, I'm hustling all day. Nigga made $20 in this motherfucker, bro.
Listen, you learn so much game in selling crack on why it's important not to let nobody handpick through your sack. Man, listen, man, they come, man, listen, P. They a drug addict will see your sack. They're coming by one of your packs. Go to the gas station, get the packs that you got, put some soap in that motherfucker. Come tell you, man, let me get a rock, right? And then they get to shifting through your shit. They done drop one, they done drop the soap in your shit, pull the crack out your shit. You do your count still accurate, but you don't even know you got soap in your shit, bruh.
I met a guy in prison. He said that his mom sold him and his sister to a dope man, bro. Literally, he's like, my mom was cracked out. She dropped us off over there with that motherfucker. They was sexually abusing his sister. They had this nigga testing dope, selling dope, and they was kids.
Damn.
They was children, bro.
Lot of
I was
real-
like, what kind of mother would do that to their kids?
Man, one that's
Crack.
That shit
Crack.
was demonic.
bro, that is the
fuck
devil.
you put in that shit? God
Bro,
damn.
man, listen, that crack shit, P, it's literally the devil. Think about crack was the only, listen, in the black community, heroin, cocaine, prostitution, none of that shit got the black woman out the house. Crack did. In every other culture.
That's the only thing that moved.
Any woman, that was the woman is the backbone of the house. Crack is the only drug that can get a Latino woman, a black woman, a white woman. That shit make you leave your fucking house, bruh.
And get your kids up.
And my
Man,
family,
you say fuck them kids and leave the kids in that motherfucking be on a binge.
even though my family have always been in the business, they always was like, don't sell crack, don't sell heroin. They're like, that's some ugly shit, and we don't like to, hustle at the expense of other people's ruining their lives. So, we sold coke, we sold weed just because it was social drugs, what I'm saying? But they were like, crack and heroin, that kills people, that ruins people's lives.
Bro,
So,
and I was always taught to sell crack.
yeah, it was like,
And
we
crack
still
fast
have
money.
morality,
That's
but
real shit, bro.
Yeah, no, crack was fast money too. Listen, I opened up crack houses. That was my thing. Like, crack was my drug of choice. Like, man, when it come to that hustle, I'm like, man, I'm gonna sell crack. I can get in the kitchen. I can cook that crack up. When I developed and had my transformation and developed the moral compass and the spiritual awareness, bro, man, I had to fucking repent. I had to repent, apologize to my auntie for selling crack to her, apologize to my cousins for selling crack to their mamas. Like, and the logic and the rationale, the shit is so addictive. The drug dealer become more addicted to the lifestyle than the drug addict.
oh yeah, for sure, 100%.
Man, P, you back. Listen,
That's what you mean, bro.
man, listen. All right, listen. Here's how. So, like, and I mean, shit, we kicking it with you. So one of the guys that taught me how to hustle used to always say, man, you want to have the best dope with the biggest rocks, right? So that was my thing. Man, it would be people coming in, bro, that got guns. I can know dog got a gun over there that I want. I'm sending the drug addicts over there to get the motherfucking gun. They're going to break in the house, steal that motherfucking gun, bring that gun over to me, bro. Risk their life for a $20 rock. Right?
Jewelry, anything. With a chain.
Man, listen.
I want that chain, bro.
And
You know what
then
I'm saying?
I always use the prostitutes. Because the prostitutes going to always be the ones that's on the holster. And here's what I do with them. I give them what I consider wake-ups. You come to me early in the morning, get your day started, I'm going to give you a free rock. Because once you take that hit, you're going to be chasing all motherfucking day. They're going to be out prostituting and everything, bruh. They bringing all their cash back.
Listen, I had a homeboy that's so dope, but he would trick all his money off, bro. I would come over, chill with him, you know what I'm saying? I'd be sitting there blowing with him. And I'm like, how do you make money? Because every female that came in there, she was either giving him some head or he was getting some pussy.
Man, I had
and
a
I'm
nigga
like, damn,
that,
you
man.
just hit one, you hitting it. I'm like, damn, how you making money then if you just keep on?
Them the
you know
niggas
what
that
I'm saying?
listen. Them the niggas that end up, and you know what is crazy because I know two guys that was like that, and I used to be on their ass, right? But then I say, you know what? Since y'all niggas want to keep tricking with the drug addicts, here's what I said. You give me that nigga sack, I give you $100. Because I believe then you lose your sack, you still got to pay for it.
Yeah, oh yeah, for
Right?
sure.
So nigga want to trick, go down there, get that nigga to come out them pants, steal his sack, bring that motherfucker to me, I got 100 for you. Right? Or I'm going to cut up a half or an ounce, bring that motherfucker to me, I'm going to give you an 8-ball. Man, I just got a whole ounce of my dope back for an 8-ball, and you still owe me for the ounce of dope. It's a treacherous game. There's no loyalty in the crack game, bruh. Ain't no loyalty, and it all depends on what people define as loyalty. There's no loyalty in the streets.
Everybody got their own definition.
Right.
Everybody's capable of being loyal. Like in prison, I got loyalty. Everybody got a loyalty tattoo.
But what is loyalty for real?
Yeah, I mean, motherfuckers are loyal, but it's about what they loyal to, who
Exactly,
they're
loyal
loyal
to, and how long they, and when is their expiration date, right? On
Yeah.
loyalty.
Yeah,
Once you got
for
an
sure.
expiration date,
Man, I tell P this shit all the time, man. Ladio, niggas won't pay homage, right? Motherfuckers that hate your position when they ain't in it, right?
Yeah, for
But
sure.
if you got them along for the ride, the motherfuckers act like they with it. Right? And I tell P this shit all the time. I say, man, never be fooled, man. Like, never be fooled, bruh. I keep shit so transactional And most of them, like I say about what would you say, about 99.9% of my relationships?
It's transactional.
It's transactional.
For sure.
That way we ain't got no misunderstandings about none of this shit. This shit ain't nothing but about the paper, dog.
And
it's transactional.
That's one
and
thing.
I overcompensate.
Yeah. And that's what I learned in prison, the difference between circumstantial love and unconditional love.
Yeah.
And I realized how much love I was tricked or thinking that, you know, it was forever and this shit was circumstantial than a motherfucker, bro. Like I said, you never know what you got till you ain't got it no more, bro.
Remember when I first told you about our Southwest brothers? What did I say? You remember? When I say Pete, we was talking. I say, man, Pete, we got some family in Southwest. You got to check in with them when you get ready to go over there. And you say, Ray, you mean to tell me we got brothers in Southwest Detroit too? I say we got brothers in Southwest.
I remember
Yes,
that
sir.
conversation.
Right, and I say, Pete, I'm gonna have to take you over there. But that's why I make sure a lot of you with him, because I always say if I'm blessed, which I have been, my job is to give it to the generations behind me, not the generations before me and not mine. But the generations behind me. The fuck I look like talking to a motherfucker my age about some shit that I feel as though you should already know. Most old motherfuckers so caught up in them that they don't think about the generations behind them. And then I'm telling him, because I had him since he was 14. He 26 now.
Damn.
Bruh, you better focus on these people behind you. Fuck these old niggas, P. Because the old motherfucker done already figured they shit out. You got to give me the motherfuckers whose brain is like wet cement, not the hardened cement. Give me the youngins. Because with them, it's pure love. See, when you dealing with the youngins, they gonna love you. They gonna love you because you love them, not because of what you can provide for them.
Yeah,
not because of what you got. They might see what you got and be like, "Yeah, how did you get it?" But they don't even. They're not even conniving enough to try to trick you out of love in exchange for the material shit. Old motherfucker would. Old motherfucker see your girl, see you, see some shit you got. Man, let me get up under this nigga, try to see if I can get this shit up out this nigga.
Yeah.
Youngin' be like, they so genuine with they shit. They ask you, how did you get it? Right? Like they ask you, like, how did you go about getting that?
They still believe in love.
Exactly.
They still believe
right?
in loyalty.
Exactly.
Friendship.
Honor, respect. Man, these old motherfuckers, a lot of y'all, I be like, man, they.
So just to let y'all know, man, I this week I've been training for 6 weeks already. This is my 6th week to work at the juvenile detention facility downtown. It's been an absolute honor for me, to be able to be a part of this. I've been through the system since I was 9 years old. At 9 years old, I was in Aurora Hospital. It was a psych ward for kids back in the days on Martin Luther King Boulevard. By the time I was 15, I went to the juvenile detention facility over on East Forest, and then by the time I was 21, I went through the adult system in the MDOC for 17 years. So I've been in the system, for a long time. But thank God, man, I overcame everything that was sent to destroy me, kill me, bury me, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm here now, and it's been an absolute honor to be able to, not only complete the 6-week training, but actually be a contributor and bring so much to the table. And who would have known that everything that I endured and went through and suffered about, would actually, pay off in the end. You know what I'm saying? There's purpose to the pain, and so this week, this Friday, I'll be graduating from the 2nd cohort, and I'm even the valedictorian of my class,
Congratulations, bro.
Yeah. So I'm very excited about that. I've been doing training with nothing but DPD officers, with corrections officers, just people in law enforcement, stuff like that. And I'm grateful, man. I'm blessed to be an opportunity to build with all these young brothers. And I love having you brothers in there too, you know what I'm saying? Because they need all of us, man.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So I was volunteering a little bit. Shout out to the brother Troy Muhammad. You know what I'm saying? And, the Gladiator School, Daryl Woods and the Credible Messengers, and there's always brothers coming in there, bro, and they need that. And it was good because I volunteered a couple times before I actually went in there. So a lot of them brothers already knew my story. You know what I'm saying? So as soon as I came in, they embraced me. They loved the idea. They're like, damn, you finna work here, bro? I'm like, hell yeah,
You talking about redemption. That's redemption and healing.
Absolutely.
That's healing at its finest.
Yes, sir, man. Yup. Something I'm proud of, man. So I'm really looking forward to, making a huge impact there, bro.
Most definitely. I tell Pete that shit. Look, it's funny, right? Man, I tell him, man, when it's purpose, when it's purpose, a motherfucker can't outwork me, man. I'm purpose driven. Passion goes out. I'm not passionate about working with youth. It's my purpose.
Absolutely.
Right? It's my purpose. And that's why, like, for me, bro, like, going inside that facility, it ain't complicated. The shit too easy. Like, I believe that, and this is just how I feel. If you gave me the keys to the facility, I can put all the kids in the gym, have a conversation with them, and we wouldn't have no issues. I believe all the children should be on one pod. Right? Now, I get people got mental health issues and people have things, but here's what I also believe. I believe love conquer all.
I believe that for
Right?
sure.
And I believe
100%.
I believe young people want discipline and correction from somebody who they know love them. If I come to you and I don't love you and I'm trying to discipline you or correct you, ultimately you're going to see that as a punishment. And I don't know no young motherfucker that's about to be punished by nobody who don't give a fuck about them without them bucking back.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I just don't see it, bro.
You know, bro, since the day I met you and the first time I ever heard you speak, bro, it was so admirable. I was so inspired by your work. I was like, man, that's a solid brother. That's a brother that knows what he's talking about. Bro, I could literally feel the energy from you speaking. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't something that you can pick up. You know, it ain't something that can be taught, bro. That's something that comes from your spirit, from your heart. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, damn, I found somebody that's like me.
No, real shit.
know?
But it was likewise, because I remember when I heard you speak, I was like, damn, baby. I was like, baby boy, got a hell of a story, right? And I'm going to tell you something. I don't take it for granted. That's a gift from God. God has blessed me with the ability to command the room.
Absolutely.
Right? And so anytime, and I know this, right? And so, like, for me, that's why I ain't going to even use the word try. That's why I intentionally sometimes don't show up to a lot of things. Because I understand my presence can suffocate the room sometimes. That's a gift that God has blessed me with. You know what I mean? And, like, I can tolerate, and I believe in allowing people to be comfortable, right? And I recognize, bro, that sometimes my presence make a lot of people uncomfortable because they have to tolerate me because I don't have to tolerate nobody. You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
And so for me, it's always going to be the mission of the children. Vu said it best. He said, man, here's what I done figured out about Ray. He said, Ray respect everybody, but Ray don't give a fuck about nobody when it come to them kids. He say, shit, let it be having to pick between you and the children. Ray gonna cross your ass out so fast about them babies.
Ain't no doubt.
And that's the way it's supposed to be. Because them babies deserve a fair chance, man, and a fair shot. I don't know. I tell P this shit a lot of y'all. Dog, I'm not bullshitting you, brother. Look at me. If God didn't bless me with nothing else, I'm forever grateful for the rest of my fucking life. You hear me?
Absolutely, yeah.
I'm like, God, I can't even ask God for nothing for real, bro, because I'll be feeling like I'm ungrateful. Outside of the basic, keep me at peace, like my basic prayer. But like, I've been blessed beyond, man. If a motherfucker really knew what they knew, and I've been blessed, bro.
Absolutely.
I'm talking about, man, like,
absolutely. That's something I can't deny neither.
man,
you know,
That's real.
you know, free my brother Mike Banks, man. Free Dario. Free Tone Martinez. I mean, you know, all these brothers doing life. They all working on getting home. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. I mean, I could have been right there too, bro. It's the reason why I'm here, and that's why I walk the way I walk, bro. You know what I'm saying? I live the way I live because you know, I'm here for a reason. You know,
the way I see it, bro. My mama then had the opportunity to see my transformation. It's to the point, like, bro, literally, right? Because she the only motherfucker that ever, if I'm being real, like, just stuck it out with me. Good, bad, ugly, and different. I was still her baby.
Yeah, for sure. My
right?
mom too.
Like,
bro.
like she like, yeah, I know my
100%.
baby killed that man, but that's still my baby.
100%.
I know my baby did this, but that's still my baby. I know my baby did this, yeah, but that's still my baby. I know he did, yeah, he's stressing me out, but that's still my baby.
100%, no doubt.
Man,
Same
a
here.
nigga be like, man, I'll fuck that nigga. He did X, Y, and Z. He ain't my man's no more.
Right.
Chick be like, you ain't my nigga no more. You did X, Y, and Z. Even your kids will give up on you when your mama's still with you.
My sons did. My sons ain't talked to me since I've been home. Won't talk to me.
But your mama do.
Man, mom won't shit. Mom love me, man.
Different type of love.
It's a
man.
different kind of love.
Yeah,
Ain't no
for
no
sure.
love like a mother's love, man.
Did you do that training we did at the Wild Center with Dr. Akil Bashir?
Yeah, we one brother
Yeah,
there. Remember,
yeah, okay, yeah, I
remember,
remember
because he
that,
was
man.
fucked up that we was even being able to walk around in the city of Detroit like that.
Yeah,
I think we still got
hell
video.
yeah, I was like,
He's
damn,
like, man,
yeah.
he's like, man, this how
and
you,
bro was strapped up.
yeah,
and
we
everything. I
keep
said,
them bitches.
nigga,
Listen, but look, let me tell you something
Yeah.
though. Here's my thing. I got a lot of backlash from the way I ran that facility. And here's what I asked them. Do y'all go and say that to the white boys who walk around this bitch got the right to bear arms?
Oh,
Y'all
yeah.
mad because y'all got young black boys with licensed CPLs.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They CPL holders. So you mad because they got a right to bear arms and they actually bear. P a CPL holder.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, shit, you want to walk around with your Draco and your motherfucking
And
10
not,
millimeter?
and not only that, we on 7 Mile and Gratiot.
Right.
There was an active gang territory.
Right.
There's war going on.
going on,
You know
man,
what I'm
and
saying?
listen, and
and
we-
we doing CVI training right in the middle of this shit.
Yes.
You know what
Right
I
in the
mean?
smack of the hood, man.
They're
Yeah.
smack in the middle of that motherfucker.
Yeah, it was real life experience, real
Walking the
life
blocks.
training, bro.
But that's what I'm telling people, man. Like, man, I've been blessed. Even in this work, as I'm transitioning out of it. Because you know I'm going to the state with Duggan.
Oh, for real?
Hell
Damn.
yeah, man. I got to make sure my motherfucker, hey, man, that's
Yeah,
my Irish
yeah,
brother.
That's the shit.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
That's
man,
the
I
shit.
gotta make sure, bro.
Yeah, he
like,
sure was in the St. Patrick's Day parade, too.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna tell you something. I remember, bro, when I called you though, when Trump got in office.
Oh, yeah, yo, you definitely checked on me
Man,
and the people because you already knew we was fucked after
I
that.
said, man, this motherfucker Trump got in office, and I remember, P, I called a lot of y'all. I said, brother, I'm just calling to check on you, man.
Mhm. Yeah.
And I remember my brother told me, he said, Ray, man, this shit fucked up over here, bro.
Mhm.
And it was crazy because I never thought that I'd see the day that I see the shit that I saw. Right? But you was like, bro, are people scared to come out the houses? Man?
Absolutely, bro.
We
you
can't
should-
even get the resources to the people because they don't know if we ice or not.
Yeah, they don't listen. Cinco de Mayo, bro. It was dead. Nobody came out. Everybody's worried about it, bro. I've had aunts, uncles deported. I had cousins left behind. They had to fend for themselves. You know what I'm saying? All the kinds of bullshit they had to go through, bro. Like, can you imagine that, bro? Somebody just
That's
come and
fucked up.
pick you up and take you away from your whole family, your kids. You at work. They raiding construction sites, all kinds of shit now, bro. Fucking with people who are just making a living, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I remember he had some neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
Man, shit.
They sent the father back.
Man, if the family moved in, they was moving. They was moving the room. We watched some grocery shopping and everything. Shit. Not even a week later, they came and snatched the father up, man. They was boarding up the house after that.
Terrible, man. Crazy, man.
It was women and children.
So
Yeah,
landlord,
it's
they couldn't
sad,
do
bro.
it.
It's sad, man. That's one struggle, man. Motherfuckers just don't know, you know. Are you guys? So where you guys from? P? Are you from 7 Mile and Gratiot? What area you from?
I'm from 7 Mile and Gratiot, the red zone. So
Okay.
7-8 Kelly Gratiot. It's a box. Yeah.
Okay, that's where you grew up at. And what about
And
you,
I grew
Ray?
up on field between Dickinson and Park Drive.
Okay.
Right? And so, like, it's literally, man, so, like, and it's funny because that's the difference in our neighborhoods. So, like, P, I think he was blown back when I be on my block doing our block parties and shit, right? How do I be on the block, P?
Yo, flip flops.
I be on there with flip-flops on and everything, chilling because we ain't never been gang bangers.
Mm-hmm.
We was always hustlers. We wasn't into the beef, and that's why I tell Pete, man, a lot of yo, I've never in my life had a beef.
Mm-hmm.
I've never beefed with niggas, bruh. Like, even when, and even listen, I'm talking about, I was a gang member, not a gang banger,
Yeah, for
right?
sure.
And I was telling Pete, like, we had gang bangers, but I was always, man, let me get me a couple dollars.
Yo,
That was my big thing, man. If motherfucker know Ray, Ray gonna get him a bag.
that's how sincere said he used to be. He represent blood, and he like, but I always just made money. I was a gang member. I wasn't a gang banger.
Right?
you know
Yeah,
what I'm
I
saying?
didn't see the point of gang banging. Like, no knock to my brothers that gang bang.
Mm-hmm.
You got all different kind of
Ooh,
people
I'm
to make
sorry.
the world go round.
Yeah.
But for me, it was always gonna be on the up and up on how to get a bag.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I show P this and I show him historically. Even the guys who gave me the game, during the drought, you can come over there and buy your work from us without a gun. You ain't about to get backdoor. You ain't about to get robbed. Nigga gonna do good, clean business, bro. You come over this bitch and you got 100,000. You want 5 of them motherfuckers at the time back then. You gonna get 5 of them. You ain't gotta come with a whole crew of niggas. You ain't gotta come with a gun or not. Just come, you and your little 100,000, nigga. Take these 5, get the fuck on. We see you next go round. Brother, it was the bows. Brother, it was guns. But a motherfucker, like, I never got into the car shit. Me and P always talk about this. I never wear jewelry. I've never owned. Listen, I'm from the east side. The way I was schooled, you flossed it, you lost it. And then I tell him all the time, I'm not scared of a nigga with a pistol. So I can't imagine me having a Rolex on, a chain on, and the motherfucker decide, man, I want your shit. I just don't see me giving you my shit because you got a gun. And I'm being honest with you.
I feel 100%.
Right? Like,
I'm not afraid
anything
of that
that cause attention, like, I try to shy away from unless it's relationships and conversations.
Now, if it's just me, let's go. But if I got my wife or my grandson or family with me, I'm going to cooperate. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something, and that's why I don't do this shit, because I don't never know. That's why, again, and I respect that. I respect it. So so that's why I won't buy that shit, bro. Because I'm like, man, because if me and my lady out, I'm gonna be like,
because it's crazy. That's part of our culture.
Right,
you know
exactly,
what I'm saying?
right.
We love to,
right, and that's what I'm saying. So I look at it like this, like, if my lady got that shit, then that's cool.
Oh yeah.
But for me, I don't want that attention. Give me the attention because I got this bad motherfucker with me.
Yeah.
But I don't want the attention like, damn, dog got that shit on.
That shit do bring attention, don't it?
Man, that shit bring unnecessary. Man, if you walk in the room and everybody in that bitch hungry, and you walk in that bitch with some Burger King, everybody smell one thing: food.
Straight up.
So you in the city with poverty. We know it's tight as hell out here. Motherfucker have a big, stupid, bad idea. I'm going to take this man chain and go and pawn it.
Terrible.
I'm going to rob this man for his shit. And I say, man, that's what I just had to tell a young. I say, you fucking around and rob a motherfucker for their shit. Go to sell it to a motherfucker who you stole right there ready to torture your ass.
For real. And if he can't get you, he might get your mama, he get somebody. That's how we used to think, bro. Like, that's how we used to think. If I can't find you, I'm going to get the person closest to you, you know?
And you want me to tell
it
you,
was eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth.
And you want me to tell you something, Ladio? I tell him all the time, I never thought like that.
I didn't either until niggas started doing it.
But even when the nigga, I thank God I've never been faced with that. But just for me, it's like I always want to make an example out of the motherfucker that did. If you did that shit, I got to get a hold of your ass.
Yep.
Because I want you to recognize that you shouldn't have did it.
Yeah,
but I've never, ever, bro. I had one situation in my lifetime that went back and forth. And it went back and forth to the point the old niggas was like, bro, y'all niggas need to chill. And they paid us to leave that shit alone.
Damn.
Right? But the niggas who did the whole shit to me, that made me respond the way I did, they was older than me. And they was mad because I was a young nigga that came in. Y'all tried to leave me for dead. Nigga, I bounced back on y'all ass. Now I'm fucking the same hoes y'all niggas was fucking. I'm getting more money than y'all niggas was. Now y'all niggas mad about it because y'all niggas had me. But y'all ain't recognize what y'all had.
Yeah,
nigga, I'm a hustler.
Yeah.
You play me for a young nigga. You old fool. Right?
That's right.
But I never been faced with them type of decisions, man. And I thank God for it. I never had a back and forth type of anything.
Yeah, that gang shit, bro. Especially here in Southwest, bro. That shit was was hectic.
It's Beirut.
You know what I'm saying? For sure. Every day, 2-3 times a day, bro. Whether we was scrapping, shooting, like it was popping off all
It's like
day,
Chicago.
bro.
You just came and moved the whole section of Chicago to Southwest Detroit.
Yeah, that's how it was.
This part of the
sure.
shot. Y'all talking about we cousins shit. Let's bring all the cousins
But
over
that's
here.
what I loved about being a cash flow, bro, because we're original Southwest Detroit homegrown gang. You know what I'm saying? I'm much love. My whole family Latin counts, bro. They all ride the 5. Guys, girls. I mean, I got probably about at least 5 generations of family that are Latin counts, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Count love, baby.
Ain't no
Count
doubt
love.
about it, man. But yeah, but growing up in the 80s and 90s, then the Cubans hit too in Southwest, man, and everybody was going at it for territory, bro.
But everybody used to try to get their work out of Southwest, a lot of you. I remember, like, listen, as an East Sider, man, it was like even one or two things. Either you was gonna have, it was really 1 of 3 things that a motherfucker really wanted: a Cali Connect, a Miami Connect, or a Southwest Connect. And then remember, I told P, I say, P, I said, even in the work, I say, man, I had to go make sure I was still locked in with the Mexicans. Everybody wanted the Mexican plug.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, hell yeah, no doubt about it. P, so you said that you've known Pierre since he was 14 years old. How did you meet Ray?
I met Ray. He started coming into my high school, East English Village.
Oh yeah, I've been there a couple of times. They get it in, bro.
Yeah, this was like 2013, 2014, something like that.
Okay.
And so you know, I'm on the red side. I'm pushing the red side. You know, I'm on Blood Time, and you feel me? That's the East Warren School, so that's predominantly a Crip neighborhood.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, yep. So with me going there, you feel me? I'm totally out of bounds. I shouldn't even be going there.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, so me going there, one day they have a little event at the school. I got all red on, 5 stars, you feel me? I ended up getting into it with the East Warren guys. Big fight break out. Young black male lose his life, you feel me? With that happening, I come back to school, I have to say that Monday, and I see Red in the office, you feel me? He talking to my grandma and everything, and I think that's how we really kicked it off. You know, he was telling me, well, the principal told me, like, it ain't safe for you to go here. Like, we got to send you somewhere else, you know. And that's really kicked our relationship off, right?
Yeah, he was trying to act like a little asshole, man.
For real.
Because his grandmother was sad, a lot of yo.
Yeah.
I walk in the office and he got a nonchalant attitude as a black boy, though. He a black boy. He ain't growing into manhood. He a kid. He's a child at this time. And grandma looking so distraught. I asked her, what's wrong? Him. Principal and them say, man, we got to put him out, Ray. And I'm like, well, they're going to put him out to school. At least let me be in his life. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And grandma
you worked there? You worked there?
Yeah,
East English Village?
yeah. I was up there volunteering.
He ain't had no greatest beard then.
I ain't had no gray, man. It was all red.
Yeah.
I ain't had his
That's
weight
the
on me and none of that shit. I was moving good.
Damn,
Man, shit, I've been this shit so long. But I think what did, man, you know, like I've been this shit, man, like a lot of your man guys say and talk this shit, man, but I thank God, man, with the exception of Mama Reyes in Southwest.
Yeah, she just retired too, bro.
Yeah, East and West though, bro, like historically, man, it was the first street outreach worker, man, in the city. You know, and opened up the doors, man, been blessed to open up the doors for a lot of guys, man, and then been blessed and fortunate for every governmental violence intervention program in the city of Detroit. I've been blessed to do the pilot and implementation of it. Ceasefire, D-Live, CVI, DYVPI. I did the implementation literally of all those programs, bro.
Damn.
The pilot phase.
Dope. Yeah,
the pilot phase.
Yeah, damn, that's the shit, bro.
And all of them, to God be the glory, all of them had a great deal of success. And all of them still is around right now today.
What about the, what was it, Detroit Friends and Family, right?
Yeah, so yeah, started Detroit Friends and Family as the first public safety hub, man, with CVI. On the east side in the red zone.
Damn.
The mayor came over there and was telling us what he wanted to do, man. We went over there, man. I locked in with PE and Smoke, man, and took that shit. And the funny part about it, I tell Smoke all the time, like, Smoke, you don't tell your story, man. Because Smoke and P started off as participants.
Smoke, that's my dog, man.
They started off as participants, man. So imagine if Smoke told, man, I started off as a participant in the program. Now he got his own foundation.
I know, yeah.
Right? Like, but he started off as a fucking participant, my man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Powerful.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Man, it's a good dude, man. I got much love for him, man.
Man, Smoke, yeah, I fuck
Corn,
with
I see Corn, that's my
them
dog.
the brothers.
Oh, yeah, man, for sure. Yeah.
I remember when Corn first came home from the joint, dog. Corn was in the joint, and I was telling P and Smoke about Corn.
Yeah, I remember you was telling me, you like, man, if I don't have nothing for this nigga to do, man, this nigga gonna come home, kill one of these niggas, or they gonna kill him.
And that's what I used to be telling him and Smoke before Corn.
What the fuck is this nigga Corey? He showing me on the oldest. I'll never forget. We still at Sinai Grace.
Yup. And I used to I was making plans for Corn while Corn was in prison, because Corn was a hell of a pillar in our community, bro, in our neighborhood growing up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Even though he was to the madness and insanity part of things, Corn was always, for me, a good dude. You know what I'm saying? I tell people, I was like, man, that's my dog. You know what I'm saying? And watch Corn going through what he went through, and then I remember when they gave Corn that time, I didn't feel like Corn deserved it.
Yeah.
We was young. We ain't have social
like 20 years?
Yeah, we ain't have social media, none of that shit back then, because he probably would have been one of the niggas I posted about free Corn. Right? Right? But to see him now, man,
Smoke got shot, right? 11 times?
21.
Chopper?
No, 21.
21, yeah.
21 times.
And then indicted. Man, Smoke, listen,
Listen, bro, when he told me this, I said, what the fuck?
Listen.
God, it got to be all like
hey, it's stubborn.
with a chopper.
Listen,
Stood over with the chopper.
listen. As stubborn as my nigga Smokey is, man, that nigga Smoke is gifted by God, bro. This nigga Smoke, the only nigga I know got shot 21 times and beat the feds twice. Listen,
He got God in him, on him,
man,
under,
anointed.
over.
He's anointed, man.
Anointed for sure.
He's anointed.
100%,
He's anointed, bro.
I know nigga got shot with a 22 and was dead
Right.
in the doorknob one time.
And
One
you wouldn't
shot,
even know
one
Smoke.
kill.
And you wouldn't even Smoke. Guys, you won't know none of that shit that Smoke went through, dog.
No,
Told you,
he
told
told
you.
me that, bro. That shit fucked me up. I thought it was 11 times,
No, it's
20
21.
where he's like, man,
Nigga stood over Smoke.
with a chopper. I was like, what?
I remember we did the pilot in ceasefire, and they went up to the hospital to rehab to see Smoke, and the police going up there. They ain't Smoke, ain't want to talk to their ass. I say, man, if it's anything I can help you with, what would it be? Smoke was like, tell them motherfuckers not to come back in my room talking about the hook, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I say, man, y'all heard what he said. I say, man, but can I offer you some prayer? Smoke was like, yeah, and let me pray for him and shit.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
I would love to get Corn and Smoke on here, man.
Man,
You
that's
know, come
easy.
share
You got
they
P right
story,
here,
bro.
man. That's
Yeah.
My
man.
man P, he got everybody with
Man,
him, man.
that's the
for
youngest in
real,
charge.
man.
That's the
I
prince.
love his hat, man. That hat's cold, bro.
Thank
Very
you, bro.
creative.
I thought you
man.
about to take it off and give it to him, P.
Nah, that bitch is
I
cold,
give it to
though.
him afterwards.
You said that's your man that do him?
One of the guys, yep, from the east side, named Jetto, Pate. That's the name of
Okay,
his
yeah, that
brand.
looks sweet.
You can look him up on Instagram. Pate.
So what is that? So listen, I see you get a lot of compliments on that hat.
No,
bro.
that's sweet. I love the colors, everything.
Yeah,
So, like-
I just support it, and everybody be giving me compliments.
Man,
on it.
everybody's
yeah, that's
like,
dope.
so like,
you should do a photo shoot or something for
Yeah,
your
I did.
mans. You know what I'm
I
saying?
did a couple of them. That's crazy. You said I did a couple of them.
The
for him,
Smoke
bro.
got his own.
ran the push.
Yeah, push.
Yeah, because I thought I seen him wearing some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Smoke
I
got
was
the
like,
push.
damn.
Powerful, unstoppable street hustlers.
Yeah.
Damn, that's the
Shout out
shit,
to the push man.
I don't know how Smoke got me to wear his brand and shit, man, in the midst of all the shit. Because, you know, I always try to be intentional when after the wars and shit. Like, I'll just be trying to stay neutral. But, man, Smoke brand, so, man, Smoke's such a good motherfucker. I say, man, fuck it. I found myself buying and rocking a couple of motherfucking them pushes, man.
Push fit.
Push fits, you know? Like, yeah, Pierre
Man,
get smoking corn on this motherfucker.
I was fucked up because I know you and what's his name, Mr. Beat the Odds.
yeah, app.
Yeah, man. I was like, damn, he got into that accident and shit, man.
Yeah,
But
motherfucker hit
it
that
look-
man. Yeah, he was with us today,
I seen
man.
the pictures. I was like, damn.
Yo, do you know I tell motherfuckers this one thing about App, man? The way he lead with the bigger picture in mind. That's why it's easy for me to follow his lead. A lot of motherfuckers be thinking, man, App be following Ray lead. That's because they don't know. I tell P this shit. I follow App lead. And the reason why is because he lead with the bigger picture in mind. If you can't tell me what we going with the next 5 years look like, bruh, how the fuck I'm gonna follow you?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Right? Where we gonna be in 5 years? All that
that-
guessing, and then I'm paying attention what the fuck you doing too.
And you know what? That's one thing I realized in prison is that, because I always said, like, what's the difference between us and them? People who are wealthy, rich, successful.
15, 20
you know,
years down the road.
And I'm like, you know what it is that they plan and prepare for the future. See, us, we always in survival mode. You know what I'm saying? So we just trying to get through the motherfucking day. You know, I'm trying to get through the day because tomorrow's not even promised. I don't know what the fuck gonna happen.
Man.
So, and I never had goals or dreams. Like when people say, what do you want to do when you grow up? I want to be Scarface, motherfucker. That's what I want to be. Because I never had no goals. I didn't have no dreams. I'm just trying to live. I'm trying to survive. I'm just trying to get through the fucking day. And that's the thing. Successful people, they plan, they prepare, they work, they save for their kids, and you know, like all that shit. I'm like, man, I never thought we never had no money
Let me tell you
like
something.
that.
Let me tell you something, though. I'm gonna tell you what's crazy as hell. Because that's always been me.
For
The
real.
survival mode, because I know how to survive.
I know, man.
Surviving is easy as hell, bro.
But at some point, I just want to be in cruise control.
I know, but
bro,
let me tell you
know
something.
what
That's
I'm
what
saying?
I'm, man, listen, that's why I'm learning now. Man, like he was talking shit to Boo Man and shit, right? So I got a couple of my guys that's locked up, man. Freedom Boys. They on their way home too, though, right? But we was on the phone. We was on the prison call today, And he gonna tell Boom, man, they talking about, man, it's boring as hell since you been gone, man. Ray go in the house at 3 o'clock now. Boom, man talking about, yeah, I know he got that woman and he is and shit, right? So he talking shit. He gonna tell, he gonna tell P, that's all right, I'm gonna bring that nigga out of retirement when I come home.
So I do part 2.
He talking about, yeah, we're gonna do part 2. I say, that's where you got me fucked up. What I tell him, nigga, you won't even have a number for me, motherfucker. You have to contact me through email me, nigga. I say, because there ain't no reason to going back. Some shit you just realize, like, bro, what the like, I'm to the point now that I'm realizing, like, even in life, man, like, as much love and respect and admiration I get off my block, bro. P know this, man. P pull up on my block without me, man. They hold him hostage, talking about where Red at, right? But I don't play my block no more. A lot of yo, I just stopped playing the block. What, P? 3, 4, 5 months ago?
Yeah.
About 5, like,
Last year, you said you could say
right.
last year.
Yeah, like, and so for me, it's like, I don't want to go back.
It's the work that we do, though. That's what was
Listen,
required because
but-
everybody couldn't do it.
I know, but now I'm to the point, bruh, I don't want to go back.
Mm-hmm.
I done
I
went
feel
back,
you.
and I told P this. I say, bruh, I done went back and I did something that no other nigga in the streets I've ever seen do in the city, especially on the east side.
Mm-hmm.
My man, Big L, man, thank God he home. He was kingpin status on the east side. Big L told me, say, Ray, when you wanted the bag, you had to come to Big L to get put on. Everybody on the east knew that. He say, now when you want to do right, you got to come to Ray. He say, so
That's right.
he say, now, and man, when I say this, man, I say it humbly. I done put a lot of niggas on, bro, on the east side.
Mm-hmm.
I done put a lot of niggas on, bro. With this community-based violence intervention work, man, violence prevention work, the politics, accessibility. I done did so much to where I don't owe nobody no more.
Mm-hmm.
You see
That's
what I'm
right.
saying?
That's
Like
right.
I don't owe a debt to the society no more.
That's
I
right.
don't owe a debt to my hood no more, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like I
At
done
one
cleaned
point
up.
You did feel like you did.
Huh?
I remember you told me you felt like you did at one point. When
Yeah.
I told you I was proud of you.
Yeah.
You like, man, why you proud of me? I ain't did shit for the hood yet.
And that's what I told him. I said, be proud of me, because I was living, man, I thought I made it. They thought I made it, man. I'm got a crib out in West Bloomfield and shit, bro. You can't tell me. I ain't got no nigga problems. All I got is problems with deers and skunks. You hear me? I'm living it,
Deers
right?
and skunks.
I'm living it, right? Making good ass money. And then it just hit me one day. P called me like, man, I'm proud of you, man. You got that big ass house, da da da. And I say, P, you ain't got no reason to be proud of me, dog. Till I come back and do something for the hood, because there's still a bunch of niggas that ain't got shit.
Mm-hmm.
Man, this man, I lost 400,000 fucking with the hood.
Wow.
Right? 400,000. I came back. I told her, I said, I'm coming back, P. Man, shit, took my motherfucker, man, cashed in on everything.
Damn.
Came to the
bro.
hood, bro. Blew through that shit. And niggas act like I ain't spent a half a penny around that bitch.
Yeah, the hood a monster, man.
Man, the hood, man,
Oh,
Stop
for
feeding. One
real.
thing Ray told me, man, once you stop feeding the hood, that bitch will eat you, man.
for real. And that's what I told him. P, stop feeding the hood, they'll eat you.
real, bro.
So
For
I was,
real.
a lot of yo, I took that page out my own book, brother.
That's right.
And I started showing nigga, it's some food over there, nigga. I ain't it. Go over there, right? Don't even look over here. I ain't got shit. And so now I'm on a upward building process.
It's just because motherfuckers don't want what you give them. They want what you got, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Niggas
Man,
ask
I
you
used
why
to
you
break
making
bread
this,
with a
bro.
lot of my brothers, bro. You know what they did? Man, them niggas broke into my house, my apartment. They robbed niggas.
We
They
was just
did
talking about that shit.
all kinds of whole shit, like everything that they, you know what I'm saying, bro? I'm like, what the fuck?
You can't even come up
And
off
these
the shit that I
yeah,
got.
And then didn't even take nothing I wouldn't have gave you. I'd have gave you this shit. Man, I swear to God, I'm seeing these niggas on the street wearing my jerseys and shit. That's how petty this shit was. These niggas took the kids' bank, my clothes, some weed, some guns, some money, some, you know what I'm saying?
Frivolous shit.
Nigga,
And if
you
you
could have
would've been
came
there,
down
though,
here
Ladia,
this shit.
If you would have been there, they would have took your life.
I don't know about that.
Listen,
I was good. I was
No,
good
but I'm
for-
saying, but listen, but that's how.
But
that's
no,
how the hood,
yeah.
But that's how the hood do us.
Yeah, no,
Right? I
yeah,
tell P
for
this.
real.
I got 4 grown niggas in the truck with me, right? I'm the 5th one. Everybody in that bitch say they hungry, a lot of yo. Everybody. I pull up to Wendy's. Right? So it's 5 of us in the truck. I'm the driver. Nobody got no money in the truck. I order everybody double cheeseburger meals. Right? I order me, and I order them double cheeseburger meal with the pops. I order me a chicken classic meal with cheese and a milkshake. One nigga tell the other nigga, dog, think he better than us. The other nigga say, yeah, he do. He playing us like some little niggas. Before you know it, 3 out of 4 niggas looking at my chicken sandwich thinking that I think I'm better than them, right? Because
Damn, bro, you get chicken, bro?
You get chicken, you got us burgers, right? And it's like, motherfucker, I'm paying for this shit. I work for this shit, right? Mm-hmm. Now, I'm a slum, I'm a sleazeball and all this shit, right? I take 4 children that say they hungry, take them, stop them at Little Caesars, buy 3 hot and readies and 2 2-liters, and then I go downtown to Joe Mueller's and get me a lobster and a steak to go. Them kids ain't even looking at my meal. They steady talking about, man, thank you. Thank you. The old niggas talking about where that nigga get the money from to buy him a chicken sandwich and buy us the burgers.
Crazy,
the kids saying thank you for the pizza. I'm eating steak and lobster with them. The niggas who I buy the burgers for worried about he think he better than us, where that nigga get that money from.
Crazy, man. Motherfuckers, man. Ungrateful to the motherfucker, bro. I'm trying to tell you. I already know. I've been through all that shit. But Pierre, man, how did you get so humble, bro? Ever since I've known you, bro. I mean, it's admirable, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because you a young brother. You know what I'm saying? But you always humble but powerful. You got a powerful presence. You know, everybody flock to you, but you be like humble, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's like y'all was talking about earlier. I think it's just a gift from God, bro. Honestly, bro. Like, I can't really say where I got it from, bro. Honestly, I think I was just really just born with it, bro. Just always be this, you know what I'm saying, calm, cool, collect.
Yeah, for
dude,
real.
Man. You know what I'm saying? I think I always been this way for real.
Yeah.
Even when I was game bang, I wasn't never the toughest dude, ready to even tell you, loudest dude. I was always cool, you feel me?
Yeah, no doubt. That's dope though, man. That's definitely a gift, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it'll take you a lot further in life too.
Most
you know what I'm saying? It's very admirable, you know, because even silence is powerful.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
And it's admirable, you know what I mean? Because you got enough motherfuckers that run their motherfucking mouth too much.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And it's like to find a motherfucker that's, you know, humble, collected, you know what I'm saying?
You open your mouth up, motherfuckers don't want to know what you got to say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you speak, people gonna want to hear what you got to say, bro.
Yeah. So what do you got going on right now? What are you working on? Like, are you still doing CVI work, or are you just?
I'm mainly focusing on all juvenile. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Mainly
All
focusing
right.
on all juvenile justice work, man. That's all I'm doing right now. So like I say, like that's all I'm focused on, bro.
Okay.
Is that.
So how come juveniles?
So one, you know what I'm saying? I see just from myself working with juveniles what it can lead to, you know what I'm saying, and how it can have an impact on a young man's life. You know, with me having a mentor, you know what I'm saying, Ray Wise. Like he said, he been in my life since I was 14. I'm 26 now. You know, so just understanding that, man, just loving on him, cause that's all he did with me. Like he always tell people, bro, what did you do? You know what I'm saying? Like I think I asked him, like, no, or did you ask me, Ray? How did it go?
No, you asked me. You say, so Ray, how do this shit work?
Yeah.
Like, how am I supposed to do it?
Yeah.
And you remember, I said,
and then you was like, do what I did. He was like, do what I did for you.
no, I asked you. I said, did what I did for you work? You said, yeah. I said, do exactly that.
And I'm like, just love on him. He like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I'm saying, just loving on him, man. And I even now, you know, with me working with my young guys, I see the impact that it have, bro. You know, I see the impact that it have, man. Just loving them, just being there for them, bro.
Cause young people ain't stupid, bro. They know what's real. They know what's fake. They know. Yeah, for real, bro. You know what I'm saying? And when I go in there, bro, they know that what time it is, man. They know that they finna, you know, get something that's solid, something genuine, something that's just for you. You know what I mean?
For sure, bro.
Yeah.
So it's like,
and it's
man,
they wounded warriors. You know, they wounded
Definitely.
warriors, bro, for real.
And that's all they need, man. Just a little love, somebody that's gonna be genuine with them, like. You know what I'm saying? Ray been in my life since I was 14, bro. I never on a weird time, predator time, praying. You know what I'm saying? Just real genuine, bro, and just really show love, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like a real father figure, man. So I'm forever grateful for him, bro. Like forever. My grandma grateful for him. You know what I'm saying? Like she had just got on me not too long ago about something, and she was calling Ray, like, you know what I'm saying? She was telling him, like,
that's the
reason
shit.
I, you know what I'm saying?
That's
Call
dope.
you because I look at you as his father figure, you know? You know, I feel like when I'm telling you, I'm telling his father, you know?
I get on his ass a lot of you.
What happened to your father, brother? If you don't mind me asking.
My father was living, but we didn't have that relationship.
Okay.
So as I got older, we kind of started, you know what I'm saying, getting in a relationship with each other.
Okay.
He just passed January 1st on New Year's.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yep, he just
All
passed.
right.
Yep.
Did he know Ray?
He saw each other once on FaceTime. I don't know if you remember. And Ray was like, "Oh shit, y'all niggas do look
Look
alike."
like.
Yeah, we like twins for real, bro. Yep.
Damn, that's cool, man. That's good, man. You know what I'm saying? Something you could definitely be proud of because it ain't no telling what direction you would have been in if you didn't have him. You know, I tell the youth all the time, you don't know what to do.
You know
with
what direction he would have been in.
Will, you know?
I ain't gonna say I think I was going to prison, bro, for sure.
He told me that. He said, "Ray, I just want to thank you, man, because without you, I would have went to prison." A lot of you, I'm gonna tell you how much I love him and how much I trust him. I have one biological child, my daughter. I told P. And I told my daughter, P, the only person got my blessings to date you. If it ain't P, then I don't want to meet him. And I don't give a fuck about him. And I stood on that P?
For sure.
And my daughter 20, she be 25. And she can't, I'm like, because ain't shit gonna make sense to me.
Yeah.
You my child. So like, you got a right to do whatever the fuck you want to do. And I got a right to do what the fuck I want to do. I don't want to meet no nigga that you involved with. It's just not, I trust what I raised.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, I ain't got time for these weird ass niggas with mine.
Yeah, because they
Like,
some weird motherfuckers.
These weird,
they can't identify their emotions.
Man,
They don't know what they want from one day to the next.
And then the way these women got sharp ass tongues, man. And so these niggas been crashed out on your door, nigga, and you be like, what the fuck?
Man, shit, it's women with domestic violence. They beating the shit out these boys. I came home, I said, damn, the tables done turned. Nigga, I had to call the police on her. I said, ooh, my baby mama, then she got to fapping me up. I said,
these tables have turned with these soft ass niggas out here, man. Listen, nigga, listen, the average nigga, right? Nowadays, here's what I just peeped, right? I ain't gonna make it a statement of fact, dude. I'm just gonna make this a statement of observation. Right? These guys are sissies, man. Listen, they gotta be the woman. These dudes gotta beat their woman down because they don't know how to lift her up. See, I come from an era where nigga, your woman is your compliment.
Absolutely.
Nigga, like, nigga, I'm not competing in the mirror to see who can look the prettiest between me and mine. I'm not trying to look better than my woman. I don't want to go on girls' night with my woman. Right? Like, my woman should catch an attitude. Right? Because if I'm doing anything she want me to do, then I'm a hand-picked ass nigga. Right? So, baby, catch that attitude. Get over that motherfucker. I still love you the same.
Ain't no doubt.
These niggas, they bitch catch an attitude. They catch an attitude bigger than the bitch. It's like, damn, nigga, like, it's hard to identify. Like, how you gonna catch an attitude? Now, I get it in the sense of communication. Everybody got feelings, right? I ain't taking that for granted. Men got feelings, women got feelings. But how do you actually go to putting Kool-Aid on your lips and your cheeks and putting on high heels because your girl got an attitude? Like, you gonna just reverse the roles. Give me the rose, baby. I'm gonna put the Kool-Aid on my cheeks and on my lips, and I'm gonna put on the high heels. And like, these women have led, and I think because a lot of guys trying to control and lead with money. Versus, look, I'm about to lead you. I'm about to show you some shit.
So, Ray, how should a guy handle a conflict or argument or disagreement with his lady?
You empathize with her and you make that shit right. Okay, we might not be seeing eye to eye right now, motherfucker. Right? We ain't seeing eye to eye. Right? But your attitude ain't going to determine me having a fucking attitude. I'm not about to be around this bitch smacking my lips. If we're in the household and there's two motherfuckers mad, only one of us gonna be smacking our lips in this bitch, and it ain't gonna be me. Right?
Yeah, for sure.
Is it okay for a dude to be like, all right, I ain't talking to her right now then?
Oh, most definitely, yeah. Yeah, hell yeah. Like, man, I ain't got time for that shit.
I don't like to argue, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it just brings out the worst in you. Because after that becomes anger, and anger becomes violence. You know what I'm saying?
And you got to know how to communicate, though, right? Yeah. You got to understand the science. And if you don't, you better learn the science of your woman, right? So, like, me and my lady, man, we got an issue, bruh. I know how to come back and listen to her to see what the fuck she was on her mind. And I'm like, oh, shit, no, I was thinking this shit right here.
Right.
Oh, okay, cool. So now you understand the science of her. She better understand the science of you. But I'm not about to sit here and, like, not understand this fucking science. The fuck is your trigger? What the fuck is your problem? What the fuck is your reducers, your reminders, your red flags?
So you really listening for real?
You better.
No.
But as a man, that's what the fuck you supposed to do.
But you got to be a man though to realize that. You know what I'm saying? Like when not now, you know, I got my wife. I love her. I learned to understand women, what they go through. Like, Because I tell guys today, you know, imagine if you had to bleed out your ass, you know what I'm saying, once a month, and your ass was cramping and your dick was cramping, and, you know, you got to have babies, and then once you reach a certain age, you're going through the menopause
and all that shit.
And like, we men, we don't have to go through that shit, and we just want to say, oh, man, these women are crazy, and they're crazy. Motherfucker, if you had to go through that shit, you would be a crazy motherfucker, too. You
And
know what
women
I'm
want to
saying?
be complimented, dog.
They're a unique species for sure.
Man, women, man, listen.
They do
bleed,
shit men cannot
man,
do.
they bleed for 5 days straight, nigga, still be alive.
Yeah, for real. And still got to go to work, and still got to cook, and still got to clean, and still got to do everything else. You know what I'm saying? To me, I'm like, man, women are amazing than a motherfucker. And they definitely deserve much love and much respect, and you know what I'm saying? All that.
Definitely.
P, I think the greatest thing a man can offer his woman, dog, on some real shit, is an apology when he wrong. And then sometimes even like, shit, okay, this shit ain't even about a matter of right or wrong. This shit is what's about gonna make you feel good right here. See, I come from the time where you supposed to make your woman feel good. And it was all right? We come up, nigga, when they was having love songs and shit in my era.
Yeah.
The Jodeci's and shit, Aisha.
Forever my lady.
Right, all that shit, right? So, like, you wanted to be the nigga that, like, wanted to be romantic with your shit, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to be like, listen, here's how, this is the best way for me to put it. Ain't nothing gay about me, so I don't know how to date masculinity. If a man, all he know how to do is put on hyper masculinity shit and or masculinity shit with his woman and be, and then he start getting that shit back in return, I'm like, what the fuck? Right. Like, I don't know how to, like, it's like, no, you're a woman, get emotional, get tender about me, right? And then I'm gonna be like, damn, babe. Like, let me be a man and say, damn, baby, you know what? I fucked up. And
you on point with that, right, though, Ray? What you talked about the music, right? How y'all had the Jodeci and everything.
Yeah,
but
y'all got.
There was a flip side. Hold on. We all had that dogmatic shit, too, though.
Oh, man, that dog gonna always be in a nigga.
It ain't cool if the homies can't have none.
Right.
All that type of shit.
And then, man, you was right. Listen to that shit, right? And I'm going to tell you something, though, right? Because, shit, I'm going to tell you what got me through my bid.
What this nigga bring the balance to?
I'm going to tell you what got me through my bid.
Tupac.
No, too short. Too short.
Too short.
Bitch, you got to throw some twos because sometimes you got to not give a fuck, right? That's what, hey, listen, I learned that shit at a young age, right? So it's like, that's why I only had 4 relationships my whole life. Like, shit, I don't do that shit. Like, because it's crazy because I find I've always, part of my survival has been to find a reason not to trust versus a reason to trust.
Oh, shit, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, man, hell no. Like, just being like, hell no, I can't trust. Like, I got to find a way not to trust. To find a way to look for a reason to trust, dog, that requires a different level of vulnerability.
Yeah, it takes time.
Man, that shit is scary as fuck.
Damn.
Listen, bro, and the nigga going through that shit right now, like, okay, like, you can't throw the baby out with the bathwater, but you got to find things that's gonna make you realize, like, damn, this shit is worth holding on to, right?
Right.
Like, I mean, P, you know me. Like, I ain't never, man, shit. What, man? Bitch, you got wax in your ear, bitch. I'm done. like, oh, you know what? I don't like the way you just sneezed. I'm done. Man. Right? Like, I'm not even going to that extent to act like I like you. I don't like you. Yeah. Right?
So tell me, like, how you got that type of time?
Yeah, I did.
Communicate with him.
Yeah, I did used to ask him that shit.
I want to get to know her, nigga. How you got that?
I'm like, TP, how you got that type of time to give a woman that?
What?
And he used to be lying. He used to think I was because I was confused. Like, nigga, you.
I got that type of time.
I'm like, Pete, nigga, you spent 15 minutes on the phone with that damn woman, man. What the fuck is wrong with you? You texting back and forth. What the fuck is wrong? And he's like, what am I supposed to do? I say, man, that shit, nah, fuck that. Hey, where you at? Hey, look, come here, whatever. I'm like, but all that conversation, I'm like, no. He taught me more than what I've ever taught him, Eladio.
Oh, shit. Damn. That's dope.
I learned so much shit from this guy, man.
That's dope.
I learned so much shit from him, man. He my wise counsel. A lot of motherfuckers, see, people be having the game fucked up. I come to P to tell P everything because P is humble. He's a fair guy.
Yeah, critical thinker.
Very critical. He vicious in his thinking, and he asks questions. See, I can't go to P and just say, Pete, man, this motherfucker did. He, I'm like, well, what made that motherfucker do?
Absolutely.
Okay, so what was it, right? So like he gonna and I know he want what's best for me.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? So that's my wise counsel, man. They be thinking Pete. They be thinking
you got the right one.
But
though,
look, a lot of
real.
your people be having the game so fucked up. They don't even understand how wise I am. I'm wise enough to know that, bruh, this is my wise counsel. I bounce shit off P, and P asks me the questions that I would never give another motherfucker the privilege to ask me, because I wouldn't give him that information.
That's right.
Straight up, though.
Yo, that's dope. That's dope, bro. Listen, man, it's been a real pleasure having you brothers here, man. We might have to do a part 2 or something. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna get Cheech and Chong in this motherfucker next time.
Yeah, hell yeah.
We're gonna wait till P come off this thing, man. We're gonna get in this. Let us get some shots next time. We can get down this motherfucker and get talking shit.
Oh yeah, we could definitely do
Where can they find you at, bro? If they want to if they need you, if they want to reach out to you, how can they find
Get in contact with P for me.
Get me on Facebook at Pierre Knight, Instagram at Saving My Brothers. You know.
Damn, that's dope. Yup, I love that, man. Much love to everybody, man.
Appreciate you and thank you for having us, my dog.
Ain't no doubt. It's been a pleasure, man, for sure,
you,
bro.
brother, man. It's always love, bro.
I know it's warming up out there, man, and everybody ready to, you know what I'm saying? I know the whole sun's out, guns out, shit, you know what I'm saying? Leave that shit at home, man, on some real shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, enjoy yourself, enjoy your life, enjoy your family, enjoy your community, you know what I'm saying? Like let's put the guns down. If you got, you know, it ain't nothing wrong with walking away from shit, man. It ain't nothing wrong with talking shit, you know, talking it out, working it out, you know what I'm saying? It'd be sad, it'd be unfortunate, it'd be so many young people getting killed, innocent people getting killed, children getting killed, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, life is so beautiful, man. It's precious. You can't take it for granted, you know what I'm saying? So much love to y'all, man. Be critical thinkers, be effective communicators, you know what I'm saying? I'll see you guys next Monday. Appreciate y'all for tapping in, man.